Expressing concern over health care services affected by ongoing agitation by In-Service Doctors Association, Konyak Union appealed state government to sincerely pursue demand of medical doctors and settle issue at the earliest. First ever All Nagaland Open Folk Song and Folk Fusion competition with participants from across state held at Kusama village under theme Prisms of Possibility. Advisor to Chief Minister Abu Mehta, while addressing gathering, declares event to be held every year, bringing Kusama into music map of the state. NIEE Trade Fair 2022, organized by Business Association of Nagas, concludes. While addressing gathering, advisor of INC, NIDC, Nltv congratulates MSME and BAN for organizing event along with SBI for creating opportunity for young entrepreneurs. Jubilee Trophy 2022, organized by Koinonia Baptist Church, concludes with Christ King Church Kohima emerging as winners of the trophy by beating Mirima Baptist Church by 6-2. Christ King Church walks home with 1 lakh cash prize. India qualifies for semi-finals of T20 World Cup 2022 as they made it to the last 4 after South Africa suffered a shock defeat to the Netherlands in Adelaide. India qualifies for semi-finals with 6 points from 4 matches in Group 2. Hello viewers, I Lomika Achumi welcome you all to News Now. We will now look into the news in detail. Following the indefinite strike of Nagaland In-Service Doctors Association demanding enhancement of superannuation age for all doctors, the Konyak Union on Saturday has appealed to the government to fulfill the demand of the medical doctors. The union appealed to government to settle the matter in order to provide continuous healthcare services and also questioned the government as whether the government can shoulder the responsibility of any casualty arising out of the NIDA agitation. The union also informed that Mon has been facing lots of difficulties due to shortage of medical doctors and health centers as the district is in the remote area with large population. People facing various ailments were left unattended due to the prevailing issue. Therefore, the Konyak Union urged the government to sincerely pursue the demand of the NIDA and settle it decisively. The Kekre Kroto, in collaboration with TAFMA, organized the first ever All Nagaland Open Folk Song and Folk Fusion competition at Kusama village in Kohima on Saturday. Under the theme Prism of Possibilities, Advisor to Chief Minister Abu Mehta during the event stated that the state government under TAFMA has been promoting and giving a platform to the state artists and further assured that the government will support to make this event a national and international level. Mehta further stated that the competition will be annually held at Kusama. Altogether, 69 artists participated during the competition under 5 categories, where Tahoro Crow won the group folk song, Tikil Group won the folk fusion, Villa Zonio Rutsa won the solo folk song, and Seikoli won the solo folk fusion, and Tejariano in under 12 competition category.
Nagaland people are a proud race. We are proud of so many things, but most of all, we are proud of our rich cultural heritage. It is a God-given blessing to all of us. Anywhere in the world you go, every corner of the world, if someone somewhere knows about the Nagas, it is because of our rich culture. An example is the Hornbill Festival. Today, the Hornbill Festival is the most famous single intellectual property of the Naga people across the globe.
I mean, in fact, geographically it's very well located. I will not say it is the last village on the border. I will say it is the first village from Manipur to enter this side. The way I look at it is from a different dimension. And today I have also interacted with the village leaders, the community leaders of the area. Once the people, the community and the citizens extend their support and enable the government to remove the hurdles, and I am sure the road will improve. State government is on the job. Ministry of Road Transport is on the job. And very soon this road will improve. Once the road improves, the possibilities are, infinite. So I'm sure things will improve from henceforth. Yeah. It's a very historical village. There's so many stories to be told here. I took a little walk of the village today, and I was more than amazed with, there's so many stories to tell here. Village experiences, and also the cultural richness of this village is very unique compared to other areas. So there's a lot of tourism potentials. We can create a lot of experiences for tourists. I think it's a fantastic destination for homestays. So the tourism potentials of Kusama are tremendous, and the government will take up steps to promote and support the citizens of this village.
Naga people are a proud race.
The last day of National Innovate, Integrate and Expand Trade Fair 2022 concluded on Saturday, which took place in Fort Mile, Dimapur. Business Association of Nagas organized the event, and Advisor of Industry and Commerce of Nagaland Industrial Development and Corporation and Skill and Development, Nltv, graced the program as special guest. While addressing the gathering, Nltv congratulated the MSME and BAN for organizing the event, along with the SBI for creating such an opportunity for the young entrepreneurs. Tiba further encouraged young youths to take up entrepreneurship and also motivated local entrepreneurs to create a balance in the state, as they are the one who will change the future of the state. Furthermore, 3 stalls were also awarded during the program, where MJP Food Products got the first place, Bull's Machine won the second place, and Oyan Foods won the third place.
Again, I once again thank the State Bank of India for signing an MOU with this Business Association of Nagas and creating such an opportunity for the young entrepreneurs. I hope that this would promote credit culture, credit discipline, and also this would also create environment where young people will make a different approach to address their unemployment issues. So with this, we have to start a different generation. I'm happy that the Business Association of Nagas and members, the officials, have been putting on lots of effort, meeting around, visiting all the districts and creating each district chapter of the Business Association of Nagaland. And this will surely create a business ecosystem in the state. And I hope young people will take seriously of any initiatives taken by various departments, and especially whenever such kind of an expo, fair trade is conducted or it is held, people should come forward and take advantage of this kind of a program. Again,
The grand finale of the Jubilee Trophy 2022 under the theme Press Towards the Goal, organized by the Koinonia Baptist Church exclusively for men's department and men's fellowship for all churches, was held at Miramar Ground on Saturday. Notably, Christ King Church, Tepfuko Kroto from Kohima village emerged as the winner of the Jubilee after beating Miramar Baptist Church by 6-2. In the final match, meanwhile, Christ King player Vilho Beto Vincent was the hero of the match as he scored 5 goals, while his teammate Kevi Zenio scored 1 goal. It is to be mentioned that the winners walked away with a cash prize of rupees 1 lakh, while the runners-up received rupees 70,000. Furthermore, the 2 losing semi-finalist teams, Tsesema Baptist Church Abasa and Baptist Church Chechema, received rupees 30,000 each.
In Christ, we are a new creation. All things pass away and everything become new. Or Peter religious bishate, Dorondo Mananga Bishop Yagudi. They sumasibi sondu, so Tebia Monahange, so Tabagudi. Dajama Mata Handu, the Kala Jaji, Ajaman, Christ King Church, our Christ King Church of Ido Merima, Baptist to Kelgulase, Ama Christ King Church to come first in there. Taha back on the do cake, 25-year cake. Silujua cake to the jet, or do cut in Christ.
The first edition of Strongman competition for the Strongest Man of Northeast India title was held on Saturday at Orchid Ground in Dimapur, Burma Camp. Notably, the competition, which was organized by the Nagaland Strongman Association, affiliated to the Strongman India Association, witnessed participation from all over Nagaland, Manipur, Meghalaya and Assam in different weight categories. It may be mentioned that more than 300 people came together to support the 53 athletes who gave it to their all. There were a total of 4 categories for men, which were under 70 kg, under 80 kg, under 90 kg and open categories. While for women, there were 3 competitions which included flipping 60 feet, front hold maximum time, deadlift maximum repetition under 65 kg and open categories apart from the men competition. There were 3 side competitions which included a tug of war between gyms, carpooling and food eating competition.
Yede charta ase under 70, under 80, under 90 and open. Mota khan nimide. Magi khan to unfortunately this time athlete bishit hanai panchna chotai thakje. To sab ekta sathi Amikhan la motto, Amikhan la vision to build up the younger generation in sports, in this arena of sports, in the arena of powerlifting, strongman de Amikhan naga manubi jabo lage, jitibo lage koi na. Idu event do we call it strongman. To idu to athletes kan naga youth kan nimide, but as the first event, Amikhan do Strongman India Association lasate miljul ase. Aru judges to mainland India prahina president aru administrator aru director aikana ase.
So do aje participants kan kiman aise like male female do you think?
Actually amikhan iman expect kora nai to amikhan beshi khushi pa do we have exactly 53 athletes have come here. Total milai gena yeah mota maiki khan do 5 ta ase. Remain do males ase. Bishibag to Assam rise de. Aru ami do story kobole mon ase naga manu naga chhora khan go sabi Assam bra athlete kon ba do takan train bra aise aru rati to railway station de ghumaise de aru morning de yete compete kurule takan iman dur bra railway station de ghumai gana aya ase manu to ininga mon digna aya ase na ami kan naga manu bi uthibo lage suku khulubo lage na yete charta ase under 70 under
Deputy Commissioner and District Election Officer of Kohima, Shanavasti, through a notification has informed all the representatives of political parties to attend the program for the draft publication on November 9 at 10 a.m. at the DC office chamber. The information further stated that copies of the draft roll on hard copy and one soft copy will be handed over to the recognized political parties during the program. The Dimapur Lotha Youth Organization organized first Toku Women's Volleyball Trophy 2022 in Dimapur MSDC Stadium on Saturday. The tournament was held under the theme Gender Equality in Sports. The winner was awarded with a cash prize of Rs 20,000 along with trophy, and the runners-up received Rs 10,000. Meanwhile, a football tournament organized by the Dimapur Lotha Students Union got underway. The event was graced by Dimapur Municipal Council former chairman Y. Vikiho Awomi as the chief guest. Awomi remarked that playing sports is not an achievement but opening up the doors of opportunities to face the challenges in life, and also advised the players to compete internationally. The winners of the tournament will be awarded with 1 lakh and the runners-up will be awarded with Rs 20,000. There will be 5 individual prizes: Best Keeper, Best Defender, Highest Scorer, Best Player and Player of the Tournament.
Lotha Youth Organization with the theme of gender equality in sports Luigina idu tournament khulise. Idu tournament khula to maiki khan amala women bishi neglect kore ame khan, especially during festivals enaka tukhu among celebrate kora time te holibi Christmas time te holibi idu karone aman bhabna korise maiki khan ki bi ek part of platform dibo through volleyball tournament. এতিয়া আজি ফাৰ্ষ্ট আছে ইমান ডাঙৰ নহয় হলিবি বেছি খুশি পা আছে 8টা টিম আলাগ আলাগ পুষ্টিৰ পৰা আহি কিনা খেলা নিবিদে এটো আপুনি খানকে জানিব দি আছে
and extracurricular activities, but it has become co-curricular activities, which means it is a part and parcel of education. Literally meaning of sports is physical activity engaged in for pleasure, but in practice it differs a bit from the perspective of theory, because some play for money and some play for fame and profession. I'm sure with the talent that we have in our people today, like our participants, not only to compete in this football tournament and not only to compete in the state and the national level, but also we can compete in the international level if we take the sports in the right earnest. As we all are aware of Lionel Messi of Argentina, once upon a time we know that he was serving a tea in a shop to support his football training. And so to become successful in life, every one of us need to have strong determination and hard work.
Lotha Youth Organization with the theme of gender equality in sports Luigina.
First Nagaland Catholic Choral Fiesta, presented by Catholic Association of Nagaland, was held at Capital Cultural Hall on Saturday. The event was graced by Advisor to Chief Minister Abu Mehta as the chief guest, and Task Force for Music and Arts Advisor Teja Meru was the guest of honor. Addressing the public, Joni opined that the event was the first event in the name of the church and added that through the event, people will recognize the talent of the Nagaland. Abu Mehta remarked that the Catholic community has made significant contributions in the world in the field of politics, education, judiciary, sports and others. Total 9 choirs participated in the event. Christ the King Church of Kohima Village emerged as the winner of the first Nagaland Catholic Choral Fiesta and received a cash prize of 2 lakh. St. Francis de Sales secured the first runners-up and received a cash prize of Rs 1,50,000. And Mary Help of Christian Cathedral Kohima secured a second runners-up with a cash prize of Rs 1 lakh. San Ignatis Parish Raziba and San Paul Parish Pesama received consolation prizes with rupees 50,000 each.
One of the second largest church in the state. We have had a lot of talents, but we had not been able to explore all together, and this is our first event. And I believe being the first event, as a baby, when we walk, we may fall, but that is going to be a lesson to strengthen us. Therefore, at the outset, I would like to inform that the flow of the program may not be as expected, because this is our first step as a baby in this choral fiesta, and that will become a stepping stone for us.
And once again, I would like to tell Ken that, our Task Force of Music and Arts is there to support in whatever way possible to continue to promote our youth. And as John Lennon famously stated, to dream alone is just a dream, but if you can dream together, that's reality. So let's continue to dream together, let's work together.
One of the second largest church in the state.
The Guwahati Eastern Nagaland Students' Union completed its glorious 25 years on Friday with a celebration held at PWD Convention and Training Center in Guwahati under the theme Roots and Wings. During the ceremony, Joint Secretary of the Department of Rural Development, Government of Nagaland, Dr. Tino Jongshi Chang, graced as the chief guest, while Pastor Peter Tong of Naga Christian Fellowship Guwahati dedicated the souvenir commemorating the Silver Jubilee. The chief guest, while addressing the gathering, mentioned the brief past history of GENSU and concluded with his best wishes for the future endeavors. Notably, the event was organized by the GENSU under the guidance and leadership of the President, Bangli M. Pom, along with Jubilee Planning Committee, Laji Luingba Convener and Anne Langpong Konyak Secretary. It may be noted that during the celebration, a cultural show was presented by the 7 tribes of Eastern Nagaland with their attires, while a special melody was performed by Azi and Aro, and the 5 minutes band from Nagaland enlightened the heart of audiences with wonderful Hindi songs. District Industries Center of Piran conducted a seminar-cum-workshop on Pradhan Mantri formalization of micro-food processing enterprises on Friday at CFC Jaluki Town. The IC Piran General Manager K. Francis Hikavi during the program explained on how, under the scheme, aspiring and budding entrepreneurs would be assisted during the technical session. FMDIC of Piran, Alum Ziliang, highlighted the scope and guidelines of PMFME scheme, while District Resource Person Piran Heilung Na spoke on the eligibility criteria and application process and procedure in availing the benefits. Monthly meeting of administrative heads of departments and heads of departments was held at the Secretariat Conference Hall on November 4. Nagaland Chief Secretary J. Alam briefed on requisition of post for direct recruitment, timely disbursal of pensions, Chief Minister's health insurance scheme, among other issues. Alam also informed that the requisition of post for direct recruitment through Nagaland Public Service Commission and Nagaland Staff Selection Board has been circulated and urged those departments that are yet to submit the list. Alam also directed the departments to identify the upcoming vacancies due to the retirement and asked the directorates of all the government departments to complete all the paperwork before the employee's retirement. The Chief Secretary reminded that all state government employees to register in the Chief Minister's Health Insurance Scheme portal to avail the benefits of scheme, and also urged the AHODs and HODs to give importance to the pending court cases and ensure that contempt of court does not arise. One unidentified person has been caught by the public in Dimapur near Keramahal Police Point while he allegedly tried to molest a minor girl on a Saturday evening. According to the minor victim, she and her friend was returning home from a relative's place at Lakeview Colony when the miscreant all of a sudden, coming from the opposite side, grabbed her and tried to molest her, taking advantage of the darkness. Notably, there was no electricity in the area at the time of the incident. When the minor shouted, the miscreant covered her face with his hand and then she bit his hand. The miscreant tried to run away, but the public caught him after a chase. The public tied the miscreant to a post and thrashed him before handing him over to the police. The miscreant said he belongs to Motahari district of Bihar and works as a laborer in Dimapur. Meanwhile, police have arrested the accused and further investigating the case. Wild elephant at Amboto New Village under Changpang Circle of Bandari subdivision killed one person in Waka district on Saturday. Extra Assistant Commissioner of Changpang and Nuhuto Tunyo submitted a report regarding the incident at Amboto village. Furthermore, the EAC informed that the necessary instructions have been issued to the village authorities and leaders to exercise caution and keep clear from provoking the wild elephants and to remain vigilant and keep updating on the matter. Wild elephants at Amboto New Village under Changpang Circle of Bandari subdivision killed one person in Waka district on Saturday. Extra Assistant Commissioner of Changpang and Nuhuto Tunyo submitted a report regarding the incident at Amboto village. Furthermore, the EAC informed that necessary instructions have been issued to the village authorities and leaders to exercise caution and keep clear from provoking the wild elephants and to remain vigilant and keep updating on the matter. Team India have successfully qualified for the semi-finals after Netherlands shockingly knocked out South Africa from ICC T20 World Cup 2022. South Africa handed over the semi-final berth to Pakistan as Pakistan defeated Bangladesh in the virtual quarter-final at Adelaide on Sunday. Meanwhile, New Zealand and England have already qualified to play semi-finals. Now, if India registers a victory against Zimbabwe on Sunday at Melbourne, the man in blue will finish atop in the Group 2 standings and they will face England in the second semi-final to be held at Adelaide on November 10. Delhi's air quality improved slightly to upper end of a very poor on Monday, according to the forecasting system SAFAR, after being classified as severe for 3 consecutive days. Even though Delhi's air quality improved on Saturday, moving from severe to extremely poor, it is still reaching worrying levels as of Sunday morning, when the city's total air quality index was 339. Furthermore, the National Capital Region witnessed a bad air as Noida recorded an AQI of 349 in the very poor category, while Gurugram's AQI stood at a 304 and continued to remain in the very poor category. Tamil Nadu police on Saturday seized over 6,000 liquor bottles which were meant to be sold illegally in a private club in Tamil Nadu's Madurai. Police has arrested one person in connection to the consignment which was recovered from a private club in Madurai. Police stated that the raid was conducted in a private club owned by Pasa Selvam, following which it was revealed that the liquor bottles were sold at unauthorized times. Meanwhile, police has registered a case and arrested the manager named Maharajan. Actor Alia Bhatt and Ranbir Kapoor welcomes a baby girl at the Reliance Hospital in Mumbai on Sunday. The couple was spotted at the hospital early morning, and Alia's mother and veteran actress Soni Razdan and her mother-in-law Neetu Kapoor visits the couple. Sri Lankan batter Danushka Gunathilaka was arrested in the early hours of Sunday morning from the team hotel in Sydney's central business district after a police investigation into reports that a 29-year-old woman had been sexually assaulted at a residence in Sydney's east earlier in the week, while his team left Australia without him after playing their final group match of the ongoing T20 World Cup. Notably, the 31-year-old was staying with the team after getting ruled out of the tournament during the first round owing to a hamstring injury. According to the police officials, the woman met with the man after communicating him for a number of days via an online dating application, while it is alleged that he then sexually assaulted her on the evening of 2nd November 2022. Founder of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, on Saturday apologized to everyone who got laid off after Elon Musk's accusation of the micro-blogging platform Twitter. Dorsey, while expressing his gratitude through a tweet, stated that he feels regretted over the company growing too fast and the downsizing of the social media platform following its sale to Elon Musk. Notably, Twitter let off almost 50% of its workforce, citing that company is running at losses as several advertisers have suspended ad spending on Twitter. Russian police has arrested a suspect in connection to the polygon fire in the Russian city of Kostroma on Saturday, where at least 13 people were killed and 5 sustained injuries. Russian state-owned news agency TASS stated that police have already identified and detained the suspect. Deputy head of the Kostroma region Ministry of Emergency Situations Directorate Alexei Grikov confirmed that 13 people died in the fire and cleared the doubts, as earlier reports stated that 15 people were killed in the fire incident. Notably, TASS reported that a drunken man with a flare gun was likely to have caused the fire at the bar. Following, around 250 people were evacuated from the building. Dear viewers, that's all we have for now. Keep watching Nagaland TV.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers,